Marie, can you hear me? Yet. Don't worry, you got 15 minutes to figure that out. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It is another fantastic Monday morning here at Health Plan Markets. Thank you guys for being here. It's 9 o'clock, February 3rd. And as you know, we are here to improve the lives of our community with affordable healthcare. Thank you very much for being here live on the call every Monday, because you are the first to get the news of the week. And this keeps you sharp so you can stay smart for your clients, and you could be the best version of yourself. So really appreciate you guys investing time on these Monday morning calls. We have a special guest with us today that we'll bring on in just a little bit. And I think you're going to get some tremendous value from this call. So I'm really proud that everybody's here. So with that, I want to jump over to the training calendar in HQ. So again, if you don't have HQ, please make sure that you get set up with this. You can send an email over to support@askhpm.com, or you can send or you can call us, or just talk to a member, and we'll make sure to get you set up with HQ. So this is HQ. We did an update a couple weeks ago for the AEP contest. We're getting questions about that. So if you have any questions, I made a quick video. It's not too long. You can watch that if you're interested in the AEP contest and the results of that. I'm a little behind on my blogs, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to post some great things, especially from this call today. We've got a cool little deal for you. One thing I do want to point out is that we do have the HQ demo available up at the top here. So if you want a walkthrough guide, that is available in case you're new or you just need a refresher here. But what I normally do on these Monday calls is I go down to learning, and then we're going to go over to our training calendar here. And on this training calendar, you're going to see the training for the week. I like to put it in week mode so I can see what's going on for the week, and things are really picking up when it comes to trainings for the week. So I'm going to basically just highlight a few of them here, so that way you're familiar with what's going on this week. Aetna's doing grassroots training and why it's important. I can't tell you how awesome that is right there. That is today at 11 o'clock. If you're going to be doing grassroots marketing, which is imperative if you're growing your book of business. If you're going for Tuesday, we've got quite a bit of Aetna things happening. Cigna's got open hours at 9:30, and then Humana's got a training on chronic special needs plans at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We've got our very own Ask Al. Al is back, and he is there for your virtual coffee and chat. One thing I do want to make note of is on the survey, I did see that there was a thing about coaching, and I'm really excited to kind of dive in a little bit more on coaching, because some of you feel like maybe I don't need training, maybe I don't, I've got a good gist of the business, but we all need coaches. Even the greats had coaches. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, they all had coaches until the very, very end. So I look at Al as a coach, and many of our sales managers that support you as a coach, because they've been there and they know what it's like to build a book of business and maintain a book of business. So if you're not accessing these people as a coach, I think you might be underutilizing your relationships. So it's really great to lean on somebody and make sure that you've got somebody there. And again, if you're not connected with any of these folks, just please let a team member know, or shoot us an email at support@askhpm.com and we'll get you connected. Pretty easy to do. Also, we've got Baycare. They're doing a broker beat bistro. If you're in the Tampa market, that's at Panera Bread at 9:30 on Wednesday. You can check that out on the calendar. Contracting is hosting virtual question and answer sessions every Wednesday from 11 to 12. So if you have any questions on that, we've got that available as well. Selling ACA plans with Health Sherpa is been added to the calendar for this Wednesday at 3 p.m. That is hosted by Health Sherpa. So they're starting to do some trainings themselves. Really excited about seeing some of that. Thursday, we've got WellCare coming into the Edgewater office. If you're in the Orlando market, Susanna from WellCare will be here to answer any questions you have and support. I've heard some great feedback, some agents that have stopped by. They love the interactions with being able to connect with a representative with the plan to answer their questions and, maybe even sell a few policies. So, the squeaky wheel gets the grease is how it works here. And they are here from 9 to 11 on this Thursday. Also, we've got HQ. If you're new to HPM or HQ, we're doing a training at 3 o'clock on Thursday. Check that out. And then UHC's got some trainings in the afternoon on Friday, but we've got our What About Shop with Tom Ryan. Again, another great coach here at HPM to help you take your business to the next level. So that's a training for the week. Remember, we've got to keep one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. Okay. Now, shifting gears here, I will share with you that there are some changes happening in the Medicare landscape. As you may know, we've gotten SEP regulations that have come down the pipe from CMS stating that the major disasters are most likely going to be going away in March. So if somebody had been impacted by a hurricane or a fire or something like that, the only way that that person can enroll is by calling CMS directly. So that SEP is going away because unfortunately there were some agents that were misusing that SEP and CMS has caught on to it. There's a lot of those SEPs going on. So you'll need to look for a new SEP. But with Medicare, I will tell you right now, it's February 3rd, and you have until March 31st to help as many people as you can that may have made a boo-boo during AEP, meaning that they didn't make a change, and now their drugs are sky high, or their doctors are no longer in the plan, or the benefits are not what they thought, or the plan is not what it was last year. So you have the ability to do that. And then also, make any changes within your book of business. So, this is a good time of year if things have slowed down for you to go back and talk to those folks that you helped in AEP. And maybe talk to those folks that you didn't get connected in AEP just to see how it's going. Remember, you are on the hook for customer service here. This is the main objective of us as agents. Okay, you are the highest paid customer service representatives in the world, and just make sure that you keep that mindset. Remember something, and this is something that someone shared with me long ago. It is not your client's job to remember you. It is not your client's job to remember you. It is your job to remind them of what you do. It is your job to remind them of what you do. And if you take anything from this call today, that is the one thing that I would say. I have heard agents saying, oh, I lost this person and, whatever. And I usually ask, what is your retention strategy? And some of them do this. I don't know. I don't have one. Okay. If you're using Spark for retention, awesome. We've got, automated newsletters, emails, postcards that are being sent out, happy birthday cards that can all be set up to your book of business to create that stickiness. If you don't currently have that set up, please see a team member, and we are happy to help with that. The other thing that I would recommend that you're doing right now is taking a look at some of the new ancillary products that we've been rolling out. We've connected with Golden Rule, and we've got training every week on Wednesday at noon to go over some of the hospital indemnity plans that you can add to Medicare Advantage, to Medicare supplements, dental, vision, hearing, critical illness, cancer plans. All of these additional products are very low cost, but can double or even triple your retention rates. So if you're not adding these products to your clients, you're kind of leaving the back door open for another agent to come in and snipe your people. So think about that as you're moving throughout OEP and the rest of the year. It's a great way to make some additional cash, but also service your members and create that stickiness by servicing them with additional products that really help fill the gap in their copays. Some of these plans cover the hospital, surgery, and get some of these copays down to zero, which is fantastic. So if you don't know about these things, it's really good for you to know, at least explore it and see, what it can do for your clients, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. All right, so I'm going to switch gears here to something I haven't done in a while, and that is to talk about our legacy program. And I've been getting quite a few questions on our legacy program, so I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it today. This is a crash course in our legacy program here. And, the main objective here is future-proofing your book of business. What would happen to your book if you died tomorrow? Or if you really wanted to retire, meaning like no more AHIP, no more certifications, no more CE credits. What would happen to your book of business? Now, if you do nothing, it's going to go back to the house. It's going to go to the carrier, and they call those orphan plans, and they are going to happily reassign those policies, most likely to one of their captive agents, which can be, scary, right? So do you have a game plan in place for your book of business if something should happen to you? And if you don't, you need to talk to us. Again, the whole thing is if you did decide to retire, you can continue to get paid on your book of business, but you don't even need to have a license. Well, how is this possible? Essentially, the commissions paid to yourself or your successor or your estate can be paid to you without certifications or licenses. So for instance, if something happened to you and you were incapacitated and you wanted to pass the business to your spouse who was unlicensed, we would take over your book of business. We would buy your book of business essentially and pay your estate for the purchase of that business. Okay, so that's essentially what happens with that. So I want to go through like how the money flows in this situation and what happens in the legacy program. This is how the money flows. So an agent commissions, when you decide to sign up for the legacy program, you fully retire or something happened to you, HPM would receive the agent commissions on your behalf. Currently, I'm the principal agent, so it would be assigned to Justin Jacobs, so it would come into HPM. You or your successor would retain 85% of the commissions. So you would get 85% as a retirement, or your daughter, your son, whoever it is that you want to get this cash in case something happens to you, they would get 85%. And then the servicing agent would get 15%. So you would assign or talk to a servicing agent, somebody that would manage that book of business for you on your behalf if something should happen, or when you retire. HPM gets $0 from the agent commission. Let me repeat that. Justin gets $0. HPM gets $0 from the agent commissions. Why? Because we are only interested in our administration fees that we receive in addition to those agent commissions. So we don't want to lose those patients any more than you do. So all we want to do is coordinate a program that allows us a legacy agent to retain 85% or the estate to get 85% of the commissions. And then the servicing agent gets the other 15%. The referrals also, you can earn on the referrals from your book of business. So if a neighbor calls or whatever, we have a referral program for you there. Okay. Again, I'm going through this super fast. But let's say, for instance, your annual renewals right now is $100,000 a year. You would keep 85% or $85,000 in retirement forever and ever, as long as those people stay on the book of business, or 15% goes to your successor agent, or the person that's actually going to manage that book of business. $15,000 for them to answer the phones, coordinate calls, coordinate referrals, whatever that case might be. They've got work to do, right? And just keeping that business sticky. So that's going to be compensated through them. So again, HPM would receive $0 from that. The successor agent would get set up with that. So this is a roadmap on how to get started with this program. Who is it not for? If your spouse is licensed, if your kids are licensed and you're simply going to pass the business to a licensed agent, this program isn't necessary. But if you are looking to have a game plan, somebody's not licensed, and you want to have something in place, this would be a fantastic option for you on that. So step one is you would choose your successor agent with HPM. This is important. If you speak 2 or 3 languages, it would be fantastic to find somebody that also speaks those languages. You would then complete the legacy program. You'd submit your book of business transfers when applicable. So we would submit it whenever you decide to retire, if something did happen to you. You would verify the email for statements and direct deposit. We actually have a guarantee of getting paid 5 years or more on your current clients. And then if you refer business, or your book of business refers business to your successor agent, you still get paid $100 on that. Okay. Today I don't have time to go through the agreement, but if you are interested in talking more about this, please reach out to us, and we are happy to chat on how you can future-proof your book of business. And with that, I've got Anne Marie she's from 2 different places, but today she is from NABIP, which is the National Association of Brokers and Independent Producers. And you are on mute, Anne Marie, so I'm hoping that
Thank you, Justin. I had the magic powers. They went away, and now they seem to have come back. So I'm grateful. I think
I got you. I got you. Awesome. So Anne Marie, you may know her from her her other role at Health First. She's in charge of making sure the ACA business grows, and we've done really well this year with Health First. So thank you for that. But today we're going to talk about NABIP, and
yes.
I joined not too long ago. Anne Marie strong-armed me into this, and no, I'm kidding. She was very impactful in really making sure that I understood the value of it. And I feel that many of you on this call, I know none of you are members, and I'm a member. I found it so appealing that I became part of the board here in Central Florida, thanks to the invitation. But there's NABIP all over. So some of you are out of state, some of you are in other parts of Florida. So there's a chapter, virtually pretty much in your backyard. So Anne Marie, if you can give them the good, the bad, and the beautiful about NABIP, because I really think this is an impactful program for them.
Great. Thank you, Justin. Yes. And thank you for letting us come here today to represent NABIP. Let me see if I can share my screen here. This is a new platform for me, so I'm not really sure. Can everybody see the screen?
There you go.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So NABIP is actually the National Association of Benefits and Insurance Professionals. And we have a chapter pretty much everywhere, as Justin said. But we do have a chapter here in Central Florida. So for those of you that are in the Central Florida area, there's a chapter right in your own backyard, and we're here to tell you about it. The tagline is shaping the future of healthcare. And as we go through the presentation, you will see how we do that. We do that. The members help us do that. And there is so much that you will get back if you decide to join NABIP as well. So what is NABIP? So it is, some of you may know it as NAHU. It used to be the National Association of Health Underwriters. Doesn't really tell you what we actually do, because we are brokers, carrier reps, agencies. We are all types of insurance professionals that are servicing clients just like you. So we have over 100,000 licensed agents and brokers who specialize in health insurance. And we're dedicated to promoting affordable and responsible healthcare through 4 key aspects. And that's what I'm going to go over today: advocacy, professional development, networking, and resources. So these are the things that NABIP does. So the mission statement is that the mission of NABIP is to advocate for their members and clients. That would be agents and brokers who join, providing professional development and resources to promote excellence, while the vision is to be the leading organization for health insurance and employee benefits professionals. we're working to ensure all Americans have access to high quality, affordable healthcare and related services. And this is a quote that recently came from our now president. It's a very exciting time at NABIP. We have new leadership. They are redoing a lot of things to escalate the role of insurance professionals. And the vision for NABIP now is to be going from being relevant to being essential. So right now, agents and brokers, we're in the industry, right? So NABIP's vision is to make insurance professionals essential for people who are purchasing health insurance. So the 4 key aspects of NABIP, like I said, are advocacy, professional development, networking, and resources. So the first one is advocacy. And so the organization actually actively influences policy decisions and stays informed about regulatory changes that impact the industry. And this is so important. There are lawmakers out there who are making decisions every day as to what's going to happen in our industry. And NABIP is a part of that. NABIP has the ears of lawmakers both on the state and federal level to help guide them as to, what are the needs of our clients. So Day on the Hill actually just happened this past weekend. It was up in Tallahassee. We had some NABIP members go up there and speak to lawmakers up there. And we have Capitol Conference in Washington, D.C., which is happening February 23rd through the 26th. So we actively go and speak and lobby with those lawmakers to let them hear our voices. We also give the information back to our membership by emailing a daily newswire. There are Washington updates. And we also have a podcast called the Healthcare Happy Hour, and that is weekly as well. So,
and Marie, I'm sorry, the slides may be frozen, or we might be looking at the presentation screen.
Okay. So what are you? So did you see any of the slides as I move forward?
Yeah, there's just small ones on the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. So
might have either the wrong screen or it's just not showing there. Okay, there we go. It's moving. Thank you.
All right. So so now this is actually my presentation. Let me see if I can go from the current slide. Can you see it now, Justin?
No, it's still in the same spot.
Okay. Let me see. Do you see advocacy?
Yeah, if you're working from that angle right there. Yeah,
all right, so I'll work from this. Okay,
Thanks.
Perfect. Okay, so we just went over advocacy. Now, can you see recent NABIP wins?
No.
Yes, excellent. Okay, we'll work from here. Okay, so these are some of the wins that NABIP has recently won. So they have advocated for these things, and these things have been changed partly because of NABIP having the ear of the lawmakers. And so this is Employer Reporting Improvement Act was signed into law, and they had a hand in that. The Mental Health Parity Rule. NABIP actively blocked 15 single payer and public option proposals at the state level. So think how happy those NABIP members are in those states. The 3-month extension of Medicare telehealth flexibilities. And we've increased member advocacy engagement to include 4,300 messages to legislators through our Operation Shout program, and over 7,000 Medicare agent and beneficiary surveys that are shaping legislative, regulatory, and public relations efforts. So NABIP is out there advocating for sure. So what they also offer is professional development. There are a multitude of educational opportunities here that are offered to NABIP members. There is an ICRA certification. So for people that are looking to look at small businesses and selling individual to small businesses, but aren't really sure how ICHRA works, there's a whole certification offered to NABIP members. We also offer a Medicare Advantage certification, and this one is huge. I actually took this one myself this year. It's written by agents for agents, and many carriers will accept this as an AHIP equivalent. It's also cheaper than AHIP as well. So I know that Health First Health Plans accepts it as an AHIP equivalent. So check with other carriers because most of them are starting to accept it as well. And continuing education credits just for attending meetings and the Benefits Medicare Symposium. I don't think that I've had to do anything other than what I'm doing with NABIP for probably the past 4 years to get continuing education credits. They offer CEs after their monthly luncheons. There's CEs, you can earn up to 12 CEs just by going to their symposium as well. So there's CE credits and much more. Networking. So we network with other insurance professionals. So this is where you exchange ideas. And I'm sorry, they're doing the roof next door to me. So if you hear any background noise, I'm sorry about that. So we have monthly chapter meetings. We have chapter events. We actually have a golf tournament coming up on April 25th. And we have the Medicare and Benefits Symposium coming up in Orlando on July 28th. And the national conference where everybody from NABIP is going to gather is June 28th to July 1st. And that's in Miami this year. So I'm really excited about that. I'll be going down to Miami and networking with other professionals from all over the country. Okay, so resources. We provide our members with resources and publications. There's a mentorship program. I was thinking about this as Justin was talking about the coaching program that Health Plan Markets offers. There's a mentorship program here as well. And I think if you were doing both, imagine how your business would take off. There's information on client management. There's business to business discussion groups. And there is a magazine. There's a quarterly magazine that comes out called BIP. And that is the cover of the most recent magazine. So what is this worth to an agent? I mean, this would really elevate your business. I will tell you, I have been a member since 2015. I am on the carrier side, and I have seen agents grow enormously in this organization. So what would this be worth? Well, the value is $8,000 in benefits. So I don't know if I can open this link. I'm probably going to mess myself up. Okay. So the annual value is about $8,000. When you add up the education, the advocacy, the networking, and you can see this, right, where it says annual value.
No, we still see your screen there.
You still see my screen. Okay. Well, basically what it is it's a wheel that gives you the value of everything. But I will tell you the most important one is the credibility. And it says knowledge, expertise, experience. NABIP members are the experts in the industry. And the value they put on that is priceless, because it is. It really is priceless. So, so what is the cost of the NABIP membership? Well, Central Florida chapter, the members would have a monthly dues of $48.83 a month or $586 per year. And this would include everything that I just went over you and more. So that is what agents coming to NABIP would pay. However, I am super excited because Justin, who is constantly advocating for his agents, looking to help them improve and looking to take care of them as well, came up to me at the last membership meeting, and said, I'd really like to offer a discount to my agents. And I said, well, let's see if we can do that. So I made a call to the national membership chair, and I spoke to him on Friday. So this is brand new. and this is exclusive to health plan markets at the moment. So we are going to be able to offer monthly dues at $40.50 or $486 per year. So this is a savings of $100 per year. And I credit Justin for asking. I'm grateful that he asked. I'm super excited that this is being offered to health plan markets agents. I think this is a great opportunity for you. And I think that, you know, if you take advantage of it, you certainly won't be sorry. So with that, there is more information at nabipcf.org is our Central Florida chapter. The state chapter is nabipfl.org, and the national chapter is nabip.org. Now, I do want to say that because this is brand new and we just talked about it on Friday, we don't yet have the code set up. So I will be getting with Justin, and I will be letting him know exactly how that will work, and we will be getting that information out to all of you. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're interested in joining NABIP, just send a note to support at Ask HPM to get our discount code, and we'll put you in a holding pattern until we get that discount specifically. Like Anne-Marie said, this is something that's not available to everybody with the discount. I have to pay the full price. So I'm jealous of you guys, right? You guys save $8 a month, $9 a month, but it turns out to be $100 a year, which is fantastic. So there's some questions in the chat we'll go through really quickly. Rosie's asking some questions here. She says, what's the difference between NABIP and NAIFA, N-A-I-F-A? Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So NAIFA, we are actually doing a partnership. The golf tournament is in partnership with NAIFA. NAIFA is the National Associations of Insurance and Financial Agents. I'm sorry, I'm sure I messed that up. But it is my understanding that NAIFA, while they have insurance professionals, their focus is more on finance, where NABIP is focused far more on insurance, on the benefits side. Okay, and who is the contact for speaking opportunities at our events? You can certainly reach out to me, and I can put you in touch with Melissa. She is currently the programs person, and she will basically get speakers at our meetings. Our meetings are currently, we currently have 30-ish people show up at our lunches. They're at Lou Gardens this year. We just moved it over. It's a beautiful, beautiful site. Another plug, I didn't get to say this during the presentation, but Justin is actually going to be speaking at the state symposium, correct, Justin? Did I hear that?
I think so. Question mark.
Yes, I had heard that. So I think you're in. Let's see. Do you have any agency dues? So funny thing, we do have agency dues, but I do believe that we traded in the opportunity for agency dues for the $100 discount. And I will tell you that $100 discount is way better than what we offer for agency dues.
Yeah, that was one of the ideas on why we came up with this program, because it to me, it didn't feel like there was enough value to get you guys to really consider this. And although, you know, Anne-Marie did a fantastic job talking about the benefits, but let me just really quickly tell you, for me, where I see stuff happening. The first off is the monthly meetings. Yes, the network is fantastic. I've been able to connect with agents that, you know, I wouldn't have been able to connect with before. The second thing is the speakers are amazing. This next month, we have some guy coming in talking about Social Security benefits, which is like awesome. So, you know, I'm not an expert in that, and I want to learn more about that. So I think that that's a fantastic thing. The legislation and how they are lobbying on behalf of you, an independent agent. This is an organization that goes to the Capitol and fights our fights for us, okay? And the biggest one for me was a letter last year where essentially they were saying, hey, FMOs are going to go away and they're not going to get admin fees, and the agents have to pay for everything on their own now. And NABIP wrote this amazing letter that, you know, I'm one of the psychopaths that read the whole letter, but I read the letter. I think it's like 18 pages long, but it absolutely 100% knocked it out of the park from every angle, protecting us as agents and making sure that we can continue in this business. So, you know, supporting that is fantastic. But like, I always get this question, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Well, number one, the things that we just mentioned. Number two, it's a tax write-off, guys. So as a member, you get to write this off on your taxes because you are investing in yourself to become a better agent, to become well-rounded. If you're not investing in yourself, reading books, attending seminars, attending webinars, this is one shortcut way that you can pay $40 a month and get all of the above in one package, which is fantastic. And the newsletters are amazing. You get, you know, almost daily newsletters from what NABIP's doing across the country, which really keeps you in tune on what's going on. So that's my thing. You know, I am a member. I'm not standing here telling you like, hey, you know, you should do this. I strongly believe in it, and that's why we asked Anne-Marie to come and talk about it today. So I'll get off my soapbox now.
Thank you, Justin. And you know, I'm glad that you added that in, because NABIP offers so much that everybody has their own thing that they're sort of going after and getting, you know, value from. There's value across the board. It's there for everyone. But there are people that are, you know, looking at different places where they get their value, you know. So so yeah, I appreciate that. There was way too much for me to cover in 15 minutes. I did the best I could.
No, you did fantastic. So she posted the website links to NABIP Central Florida, NABIP Florida, and then NABIP National. So I know some of you are in different markets. Rosie, I know you're in Tampa. You know, if you find it more convenient to join that chapter, you can find them at the NABIP Florida one or NABIP National, wherever you are in the world. So we appreciate that. Mary was asking about the virtual credits, and Anne-Marie says she's going to check on that. But in either case, the last time I went to the meeting, they said, hey, do you want some CE credits just for being here? I'm like, sure. So, you know, those little surprises are fantastic because, you know, it's going to help you with your career, which is bottom line. Rosie wants to start a chapter. She's so in, she's ready to start a chapter. But
good news,
I think
Rosie, there's a chapter there already. So you are certainly, you know, it's funny. I will tell you that we have a little friendly competition going with Tampa as to who is going to get the most members this year, and whoever wins, the losing chapter has to buy them dinner, the board members dinner in Miami. So I will let you join Tampa, Rosie. Just don't bring a lot of your friends. Send them up to Central Florida.
I know we're shooting ourselves in the foot over here, but you know,
end up paying for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, and Rosie, if you want to get deeper into the chapter, I became a vice president of the board because I felt strongly about, you know, promoting this for agents that, you know, there's so many agents out there that are just not taking the time to really, you know, invest in themselves. And that's a mistake, in my opinion. You know, this is a business where you have to continue to learn, and having that mindset early and often is really going to differentiate you as an agent in this business, short-term and long-term. So, yeah, I think, and also, you know, I'm not sure about NAFA, but I'm getting emails on the daily about Medicare and ACA and, you know, the things that matter to us as health agents versus the financial side. You know, it aligns with what we do, and it keeps us all up to par. So, Anne-Marie, thank you very, very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it. You want to make a plug for Health First real quick?
Yes. Lots of good stuff coming from Health First. Check your emails because we are going to start hosting lunch and learns. So we do different topics. We're going to do our integrative care program, our pharmacy program. So definitely keep watching your mailbox and reading our monthly mentions as well as our broker bulletins, and hope to see you guys at some of our lunch and learns. Thanks, Justin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys very much. And thank you, Anne-Marie. We really appreciate your time today on this. This has been awesome. All right, guys, we are at time. Thank you very much for sticking with some extra time here today. Remember, we're doing this every Monday. We are here to bring value like what you saw today with NABIP. Again, if you're interested in joining NABIP, just shoot us over an email at support@askhpm.com, and we'll hold your name until we have the discount available, and we can get you that $100 discount before you sign up anywhere else. So really, really appreciate everybody being here today. Have a fantastic week. It is February already. I can't believe it. Start the week off strong and powerful so you're not chasing your tail at the end of the month here. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next Monday.